Receiving simulator transmission. Uploading transmitted feed. Initializing playback sequence. Log execute.
Hey everyone, Seipher here, and welcome back to Seipher Plays Yu-Gi-Oh! The Duelists of the Roses. In the last episode, we took on the start of the Yorkist path by siding with Cecil Rosencreuz and pledging to get the Red Rose cards back, where we immediately took the first two Red Rose cards off of Taya, aka Elizabeth of York, and T. Tristan Gray, the vanguard of Lancastrians. And honestly, they were kind of a joke. This time, however, we will be starting the first truly difficult opponent of this campaign by facing Margaret Mai Beaufort at Canterbury. However, before we go in, as with all characters based on actual people in the War of the Roses, we're going to be quickly going over Mai's character in Yu-Gi-Oh! And then going over, after the duel, going over who she represents. So, Mai Valentine, a recurring and supporting character in the first series. Femme fatale, pro-duelist, kind of Joey Wheeler's love interest. She is shown to be a pro, save for when she loses on screen, which is often. Really, her main gimmick is just being a damsel in distress in the second season and a minor antagonist in the first, and in the third filler season. In any case, reoccurring, kinda done dirty, but then again, all Yu-Gi-Oh! Girls of any merit get done dirty. But that's a topic for someone else to discuss. I'm sure someone already has. Anyway, with that taken care of, let's get right on into this. So you're the one who betrayed those who summoned you. I guess I'll have to show you the error of your ways. Now, the reason I say that Mai is very difficult compared to the last two that we've faced, well, honestly, we've seen how the last two were pretty much jokes. Mai actually plays much like a Yorkist, having a field that is built to sustain her, with all this mountain terrain to really power up her winged beasts, harpy ladies, and dragon. So we're gonna have to be a bit careful in how we go about this. So let's start off with this Swordsman from a foreign land and see where we go from here. If you have a zombie deck, this is probably the hardest opponent for you because all this mountain terrain is going to weaken your zombies. So let's see, what do we got? Well, we finally have a thing to help us, so let's quickly move forward, and then we're going to put down this Sogen. And we're just going to open it up in the middle of the field to turn most of this mountain into meadow terrain that can really help me out. I don't want to fight on this terrain as much as possible. And she has a few power increases. I'm going to guess that's a Harpy Lady or a Harpy Lady Sisters that just got boosted up. Well, we can actually see what it is using my open card ability. As expected, Harpy Lady. So let's just put down my Tactical Warrior in defense mode. And let's move my Swordsman from a foreign land up. I don't imagine that Swordsman from a foreign land will be able to do much, but maybe with a power boost he might be able to do something, I suppose. Not sure what that's going to be, but I'm sure she'll move it into attack soon enough. Okay, it's a warrior, so that's a little disconcerting. Probably a Kanan the Sword Mistress. Oh no, Empress Judge. Okay, well that's disconcerting, as I said. So, well, you know what, let's just throw this down here, and Actually, I probably should have attacked with that. I don't know why I didn't. Or not attack, but probably should have made use of it. Oh well, at least her Empress Judge is taken care of. Now then, what to do? Let's put you down here. And put you in face-up defense position, and we're gonna flip Pumpkin up, put him in face-up defense position so that we can start building up 2 monsters that could act as our vanguard. And with that Temple of the Skulls on the field, all magic cards can't be used, so we actually have a pretty good setup here. Let's actually put you here, and we'll just put you in defense mode. Oh, can't do it apparently. Alright, well that's a bit troubling. So if I can get that ancient tree of Enlightenment, I can nullify that trap card. But as long as Temple of Skulls is in face-up defense position, she can't use magic cards. And one of her best cards is known as Harpy's Feather Duster, which destroys all magic and trap cards on the field, so definitely want to make use of that. And let's actually get Wandering Doomed over to the Wasteland field while we got it. Thankfully now all of her monsters are going to be stuck in that state if they try and defend, thanks to my Gorgon's Eye. Okay, so far so good. Let's see here. Yeah, why not? Let's just use Final Flame to do a little bit more damage. And yeah, let's just leave it like that, see what she does. Okay, power increase and power increase. I'm gonna guess that's another Harpy Lady or Harpy Lady Sisters. Okay, no, that's actually a bad thing, because if Temple of Skulls goes down, then oh, let's just back up. And now that we have this, now that we have this, we can just send out Guiltia to take care of that. Thankfully, though it won't do much damage. So now I just gotta hope that she didn't have Harpy's Feather Duster in her hand or on the field, because that'll get rid of Gorgon's Eye. But yeah, she's got a pretty strong deck compared to Taya and Tristan. She's got a field that works to her advantage, she's got plenty of power-up cards, stronger monsters. I'd honestly be concerned if we didn't have such a strong opening in hand to really take advantage of our... well, to really manipulate the field to our advantage. So, let's just stay like that for now. Okay. Well, we got the most monsters we can have out right now. And let's quickly flip this over. Oh, can't put him back in defense mode because of Shadow of Eyes. Okay, well that's bad. And trap activated, okay, good. Well, let's move Tactical Warrior over Guiltia so that it can't be used as a means to step over us. And let's actually put down all of these. So I think that will create quite the number of fusions and get rid of a few monsters. Yep. Now we've got a nuke ready if we need it. And let's see what she does now. Oh, a harpy lady, but not a thing that can't be dealt with Swordstalker. Even if his attack buff wasn't as good as I would have liked. Okay, let's move forward. Reveal those cards. And we'll stay right here. And well, can't really do much of anything, so let's just go right here. Figured that would be a trap. Oh well. So let's just move Temple of the Skulls up, and you know what? I'll stay like that for right now. Can't hide what you're boosting up from me. Okay, that's a little problematic, but nothing I can't come back from. Let's just have Swordstalker destroy that. Whatever reason. Oh yeah, that's... Whenever a monster of a certain attribute destroys another monster, it could possibly end up... I mean, it'll possibly be spellbound for a single turn. Not anything too concerning, but something to keep note of, I suppose. What are you going to do now? Well, I have the life points to spare, so I can probably just take this out. And let's just... Oh, I probably should have put that in defense position, but whatever. Oh well, a little bit of damage, nothing I can't take. Good. Now let's just quickly throw you into defense position again. And you know what? Let's see if we can end this. By first having Swordstalker get spellbound, thus he won't move off of his position. Now we can flip this right up. And she did have some Harpies Feather Dusters up, so don't know why she didn't use it while Temple of the Skulls was available to... wasn't in defense position to nullify them, but joke's on her. And with that, we have won. So a bit more difficult, not as straightforward. Definitely had a lot more to worry about in terms of her strategy, but we managed to overcome, and now we can get some decent cards, I think. Shame no Harpy's Feather Duster, but that Invisible Tripwire, Goblin Fan, those are all pretty good. Losing to the likes of you makes my skin crawl. You should not be so lucky when you reach the continent, for Yugi and his followers are a force to be reckoned with. You keep telling that to yourself, Mai. Give me your rose card. 3 down, 5 to go. And we have access to Dover, although nobody appears to be there. So I'm just gonna say this right. Actually, no. You know what? I'll save that for the start of the next episode because it'll be more relevant there. So before we go, I want to quickly go over who Mai represents here in the War of the Roses. As you can probably tell from the name, she is representing Margaret Beaufort, aka the Queen Dowager of England at this point, mother of Henry VII, so mother to Yugi, eventual wife to Thomas Stanley, his second wife, so wife to Pegasus. Again, as I said with Pegasus's video a few episodes back, don't really think about it too much. It's very weird. She is a descendant of Edward III, so that's where her right to her family's right to the throne comes from. And honestly, she'd probably, well, not really much to think of. Just that she's just the mother of Henry VII and kind of influenced a bit of the kind of king he ended up being. Anyway, with that taken care of, we'll be leaving things off here, and in the next episode, we'll be heading to Dover to finally catch a boat to the continent and finally get to France. So, until then, I want to thank you all for watching. Until next time, stay gold.
Playback sequence terminated. Transmission disconnected.